Back to school is here. Today we're shopping backpacks, doing a quick supplies and clothing haul, decluttering and organizing our entryway, and setting up ADHD friendly routines that actually stick. Let's make this school year smoother from the start. I'm so glad you're here today. Let's go ahead and get started. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Look, here's another white one. It's that one.
It's really, really white. Yep.
What is the price?
It's 25% off, whatever the price is.
It's $55.99. That's the one you bought?
Yeah. You joking? I think that's crazy.
You sure that's the one you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's this one that has a zipper pocket on the front. A really pretty blue one.
You come like this.
There's red. Do you like any of those? Yeah, there's nothing.
So, which one is it? Because it might be on sale. Kiki, I like it. My mom is still in academy checking out, and I started getting really dizzy. It's still really, it's like 88 degrees, so it's not bad, but it's super humid. And my cup fell, and my drink went all over the floor, so I didn't have a drink in there. And I was like, I think I need to go sit in the car. So I just feel very woozy. So I'm out here now. So that's the joy of living with whatever the heck it is that I have. It does feel like I'm not getting adequate circulation, so that's always fun. So now I'm out here in the car, and I've got my water to drink, and I wish I had some food. But we're gonna head home after this. That was a good trip. My oldest actually found some shoes he liked, and we got some socks for the boys, and they each got a backpack. So I would say that is a success. So I went to the thrift store this morning and got the boys a couple of shirts, and my mom also took my middle son shopping the other day and got him some clothing as well. But I'll just start off with the thrift haul. I got these two for my youngest son. He's going into 3rd grade, and this is one of those like wicking t-shirts, and it was, I forgot to mention, it was $5 fill-a-bag sale. So all of the clothes that I got were $5. I also got myself some stuff, but I'm not going to include that in today's haul. I'll put that in another video. But this is the other shirt. He really liked this one. I think it's baseball related. My friend could tell you because her kids play baseball, because it looks like a plate. I don't know. The brand says plate crate, so maybe, I don't, it looks like a, you know, a plate in baseball, a base, that's the word. All right, anyway, moving on. My mom picked up these shorts for my 6th grader. They're just blue elastic waistband. They are Wonder Nation. She got these at Walmart along with this shirt. This is World Class Racer, got a car on it. And then this one says Turbo Racing with a motorcycle. He picked those out. And then at the thrift store, I found him this one. It says Great Scott Doc Brown Back to the Future. He really thought that was funny because he's just now watched Back to the Future movies. So it's pretty cool. And then I found this one that says Awakening, the soundtrack of Jonah, Celebration 2023, Jonah 2:2. I don't know if this is based off of a Bible verse or if this is like a band. I don't know. But he thought it was cool, so went ahead and grabbed that. And then my mom also picked up, this is a bunch of socks, and it looks like they were in a pack, but he probably already broke into that pack to wear some, because y'all know socks disappear like crazy with kids. So he got a bunch of these, and I think it's hilarious how when I was in school, we didn't want these kind of socks. We wanted the socks that did not show. Like, I remember folding these kind of socks down and walking around uncomfortably all day to have no show socks. And the kids now want crew socks, and he wants black. I don't know why, but that's what he got. And then in the video you saw, we went backpack shopping at Academy, and my mom got their backpacks for them. I'm so grateful she does that. I love that. It's just something she does for the kids, and it's so fun to go shopping. But he picked out this one. It's Nike, and it's got a really big pocket in the front, and it's got a pocket here. It's insulated in this one, like it's really fuzzy. I think there's a netted pocket, zippered pocket right here, and the sides have the space for the water bottle, and this side is a zipper pocket, so lots of storage in this one. And this comes unzipped as well, so he really likes that one. My youngest son will be getting this backpack because the one he picked out, he doesn't like that the straps are so wide. He likes the thinner straps. I don't know why I just did that. But anyway, my mom had to order that one off of Amazon, and my oldest son has his with him, so I can't film it, but hopefully you saw it in the video. It's the tan Nike one as well. But that is everything that we have bought them for back to school. I believe my teenager also got socks as well, just crew white. And then my youngest son got some crew white socks, but I don't know where they are. I think they might be at my mom's house in a shopping bag. But anyway, that's everything that we bought for back to school so far. And then as far as school supplies go, the district actually gave out free supplies. So we went up to the school the other day and they gave us a bag of the supplies. And so for the third grader, he got a couple of notebooks and a take-home folder, which I've got another folder because this one's kind of been up and he didn't like that, so I've got extra folder. I can give him one of those. And then they got a pack of crayons. He got colored pencils, markers, some glue sticks, scissors, a couple of highlighters, pencils, and I'll probably grab a box of these sharpened Ticonderogas because I know how much the teachers appreciate when you provide those sharpened pencils. And 2 boxes of crayons. And then I thought it was really sweet they included a little book in the bag as well. And it's one of my favorite stories, so I'm excited to read this with him. I don't think he's ever heard this story, but that was the little school supply haul for him from them. I also need to order a pair of headphones for him, and I think that's it. Oh, and the folder, but I have that here at home. So we're gonna get this put in the sack to take to back to school night tonight to leave with his teachers. And again, his backpack is on order. And for the 6th grader, for his supplies they gave us, I'll just start over here. He needed a binder, so they got one of those. He got a notebook, 2 composition books, as well as some filler paper, these little dividers, and folders for every class. And he said he's okay with these colors, so that's exciting because I just have the one to give to my youngest son. I mean, we could go get him another one if he wasn't happy with the colors, but he's fine with them, so it's all good. And then 2 Expo markers, a couple of highlighters. I think these are highlighters. Highlighter. Yep, they're highlighters. My eyes are bad. A couple of packs of index cards, some colored pencils, and these are neat because they're the kind that won't roll. That way they're designed. I thought that was really smart. A package of Ticonderoga pencils. And then a little pack of earbuds. And the cool thing they gave him was this gratitude journal, which I thought was really sweet. I don't think he'll do it, you know, because he's not one to do book work, but I can go through it with him and like just talk to him through it instead of having him write it out, you know. But I just thought that was really sweet. It's a good conversation starter, and it's just to, you know, boost their mental health because school can be rough for a lot of students. I just thought that was really sweet. Anyway, this is the supply haul for him, and then the only thing I have to buy for him is this, and I'm going to get it off of Amazon, I think, as well. Yes, and he needs some shoes, so we'll be getting those soon. We actually have to leave for back to school night in about an hour, so I'm just going to get all these supplies put away. The 3rd graders are in that little black bag to take to back to school night, and the middle schooler doesn't take his until the day of school. But now we are back and it's time to tackle this entryway. As you can see, it has gotten completely out of control. I mentioned in one of my earlier videos that one of my friends said, why in the world do you have winter coats hung up in there? It is still summer. We've got a long way till winter. We're about to enter fall, and then it's going to be super hot again, and then winter. So I can take the jackets and the winter coats and put them away until it gets cooler outside. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take everything out of the entryway. I'm going to go through all of these backpacks because I didn't do it at the end of the school year. Going to do it today. It was, y'all are not going to believe the stuff I found in those backpacks.
Why do we have 5 backpacks for 3 of y'all?
I thought that was so funny that we have 5 backpacks and only 3 boys. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Jessie. I'm married to my high school sweetheart Justin, and we have 3 boys together. They are 15, 12, and 9. So I'm not sure why we had 5 backpacks hanging up in this entryway. But anyway, I'm going to clean out those backpacks and donate one of them, I know for sure. And then the other ones I'm going to turn into like overnight bags for when they go to my mom's house to spend the night. That way they don't have to just carry a Walmart bag over there. They can have an actual bag. I don't know. It's just something to do with the backpacks. Each one of them have some kind of rip or tear in them or a hole in the side. So that's why they got new ones this year. So everything worked out well. But right now I'm going through all of the shoes. And the reason you see me pausing and looking over to the side is my youngest son is in there and most of these shoes are his. So I'm asking him if he wants to keep them or if they're too big or too little or whatever. Not too big. If they're too little, and throwing the ones that we're going to donate over by the front door and the ones he's going to keep over by the stairs. And I'm only going to allow them to each keep 1 pair of shoes in here on this shelf. And then my husband and I will just keep our shoes in the bedroom because, you know, we can do that. We can keep up with our shoes. This way, in the morning when it's time for school, they can come in here, just grab their shoe up the shelf, not have to go looking for them, not have to decide which shoes to wear, and they can just get ready to go. The simpler steps I can make it for them, the easier the morning's going to go, the less headache, and send them off to school peacefully. That is so important to me. So this is just another extra step that I'm taking to implement the I don't want chaos kind of morning. Back to school night went really well, even though it was still super hot. I survived, y'all. If you don't know, I don't do well in the heat, and it was very hot and humid this evening, but we went to my youngest schools first, and he's going into the 3rd grade, and it took a little while to find his classroom. They usually have like a map when you walk in of which wing each grade is on, or even a map of exactly where the teacher's room is. But I even stopped and asked a teacher, and she was like, I'm not sure where her classroom is, but I'm gonna walk with you and help you find it. So she was very sweet, and we found the room. And my son's teacher is such a doll. Oh my gosh, she's such a sweetheart, y'all. She was very sweet and answered my questions. She talked to Easton and was so nice to him. And I'm just so thankful that so far at this school, we've had the best teachers. I'm so grateful for that. And I know he's going to have a wonderful year. And it's so crazy because he's in 3rd grade. I have one going into 6th grade and one into 9th grade. And those are all very, like, huge transitional years for the academic seasons of life. Like, my 3rd grader is going to learn how to write cursive this year, and he doesn't have an agenda anymore. He's going to have a lot more responsibility for his schoolwork, and he's just growing up, and he's my little baby. And then my 6th grader is a middle schooler, which is, you know, before high school, which is just crazy to think about. And he's really going to have to step up his game and be more responsible, all of that jazz. And then my high schooler, gosh, at their orientation, they said that they've made it to where 9th and 10th grade is going to be the hardest years as far as like subjects, and then junior and senior is more of the laid back and you can take electives kind of years. That way they can get the hard stuff out of the way and be able to graduate with their class and not fall behind. So as a mom, I'm low-key, #high-key, freaking out about all these big changes that are coming. So I'm going to be praying a lot. I'm covering my babies in prayer for the school year. I'm going to be praying for their teachers and the school administration and all of their friends, that they just all have peace and wisdom and understanding, kindness, obedience, just all the good things, so that this year is just amazing and everybody has a wonderful time. When cleaning out the backpacks, I found out that this green backpack is actually my husband's, and he said he wants to keep that in the bedroom, so I'm going to take that one in there. And of course, when the other 2 backpacks are here, I can hang those up on hooks as well. Now each boy has a shelf for their shoes, and then in the wintertime I'll have the bin for their hat and gloves next to it. I asked ChatGPT to make me a little morning routine, and I told it what I wanted on there because I went on Pinterest and I couldn't find one that I liked enough, so I've got little visuals next to it because my children have ADHD and they requested a visual schedule. He's getting water. I promise nobody is using the bathroom in the background. Anyway, so for the morning, they're going to wake up, make their bed, put on their clothes, brush hair, take their vitamins and meds, and say the morning prayer with me. And when they get home, they're going to hang up their backpack. I have to tell them to do this because they'll walk in and just chunk it in the floor. And there's still 50% chance that's exactly what they're going to do. So I think the first week of school is going to be, hey, pick up your backpack, hang it on the hook, and that's okay. First week is usually just getting used to the routine more than anything. Then they're going to eat a snack, which means I need to remember to prepare it because I'm just as bad as they are about remembering things, so this is a visual for me as well. Then they're going to do their homework. Then they have free time until dinner. They're going to eat dinner, take their baths, put their pajamas on, brush their teeth, lay out clothes for tomorrow. And for some reason it cut off bedtime, but hopefully they figure out to go to bed. Anyway, I printed out a lot smaller than I wanted it to, but it'll serve its purpose. I'm not sure where I'm going to put this yet. I thought about cutting it out and putting it in little frames, but I can't find the little frames, so I might just hang it on the fridge next to the calendar. I'm not sure. Okay, so I decided to just hang it here with the calendar, which I need to update this calendar because y'all, this is from last August. That is the last time I used that calendar because I stuck it on the side of the fridge and then we moved this in front of it and I just completely forgot I had it. So, gonna wipe all of this off and redo that. But I think it looks really cute hanging with the calendar. This is like the little command center. Ideally, it would be on a wall somewhere, but I don't even know where to put that. So for now, it's gonna be right here front and center so everybody can see it. And hopefully, you know, it gets implemented, but we shall see. I ordered these months ago and I lost them. Like I put the package away because I was gonna unbox it with y'all and then I lost it. But it's these liquid chalk markers, and tell me you're a boy mom without telling me you're a boy mom, that immediately I thought of Skibbity Toilet right there. It's like Huisiku or something like that. I don't know. But this is non-toxic, water-based, and wet erase, so hopefully that means, you know, they won't erase it off the calendar when I write with them. So let's see what colors we got. I'm out of breath. Lots of pretty colors. I think most of these will show up on the calendar, so that's good. All right, let's change it. Uh-oh. How come some of them are coming off and some of them aren't? Well, I'm gonna get some rubbing alcohol and see if that takes off that marker. All right, I've got a teeny tiny baby alcohol pad I found with my vegan nail polish. Oh, look at that. There it goes. Yep. Rubbing alcohol will get off the wet erase markers if it's been on there for a solid year, and nothing else will take it off. Nothing else being plain water. I didn't try anything else. Okay. But you know what? Oh, there we go. There, it's taking off the numbers. Good grief. Okay. Got that done. Like I said, I got this calendar about a year ago off of Amazon, and I really do like it. I really love setting it up and all of that. But hopefully this year, since it's front and center on the front of the refrigerator, we'll actually remember to use it. So fingers crossed. I think it's going to go great. And it took me forever to choose what color I wanted to use for the dates. I have such trouble making decisions. I wish it would just tell me what color to use. But anyway, I'm just going to get this all filled out. And I am not an artist, so no judgment on my little drawing skills. I'm just doing something very simple. I love watching on TikTok the people that are like super artistic and creative. they make the prettiest calendars. And if I really felt like it, I could probably sit down and knock out something that's super cute. But right now, I just want to get this up and ready to go. I know during fall, I'll definitely want to decorate it more for that. But this is how it all turned out, and I think it looks great. It may be just a few moments, but I feel like I have my life together. The other thing I wanted to show you, and I'm sorry it's so dark in here, but I have a basket for each of my younger ones, and they have their toothbrush and toothpaste in here, as well as deodorant. I don't know what the middle one did with his. That's why he has a basket, because it gets lost. But he usually has, I'm going to be ordering him some hair texturizing spray on Friday to put in here as well, because he's obsessed with his hair right now, and a comb. And then this is the youngest son. He has deodorant. There's the middle one's deodorant. Anyway, they pull their basket out in the morning and they'll get ready and then put it back. With the ADHD having the little container with it, that's their own, nobody else's, really helps out. Even though his deodorant ended up there, I don't know how that happened, but it's all in one central location and I don't have to go hunting for deodorant all over the house. So I love that. Anything to make Mama's life easier in the morning, because Lord knows the kids do not want to get up and get ready. So if everything is like in one little basket, they can just pull it out and I don't have to tell them what they need to do. Each little step is inside that basket, so they don't need like a visual chart that says put on deodorant, brush your teeth, brush your hair, all that stuff. It's right there as the visual reminder itself, like a visual cue. Excuse me, I'm out of breath. Anyway, that's everything that I'm doing for the kids. And I think we're gonna have a wonderful school year. I do have a few tips for you that you might not have heard on the other back to school videos, but make sure you get the doctor's appointment scheduled if you haven't already gone to those, for any physicals and things like that. Schedule haircuts, get those done, as well as any like exemption papers for school for certain things. I don't know if we're allowed to say that on YouTube, or you know, just any kind of documentation that you need for things. Go ahead and get that taken care of. And then I'd also like to pick up a few supplies for when sickness rolls around. I want to have it already in the house. So some like, I want to get some of that Genexa. It's like the not off brand, it's the dye-free brand of Tylenol, because dyes are terrible for kids with ADHD. Red 40 especially is awful with my children. So I want to grab some of that, some cough drops. And I'd really like to pick up some emergency crystals just to boost their immune system. And I've got their multivitamins, so make sure to stay on top of that. Just all kinds of things to keep their little immune systems top notch for the school year, because they always bring home something that first week and then everybody's sick. So we're trying to get ahead of that so we don't have to deal with it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and got lots of, ignore the dishes, lots of motivation to get ready for the school year, and maybe got some good tips for, you know, what you need to do to prepare. Oh, and I forgot. I watched a reel that said teachers have to stretch their paychecks over the summer, and then they have to buy stuff for their classroom for the fall, so they don't have money to like just go through a drive-thru and get a coffee or get a quick dinner at a restaurant. So if you want to do something really nice for the teachers, it's nice to get them a gift card to somewhere, and they really appreciate it because they're stretching their dollars just as much as we are. And oh, I'm getting choked up but not crying. I just choked on nothing. I really appreciate all of you teachers, and yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope all of your kids have a wonderful school year. If you have any extra tips, leave them in the comments below. I would love to read them and maybe implement some, because I know there's a lot that I didn't cover, but this is just the things that I have done so far. Anyway, I'll see you guys Friday for my fall clean and decorate. The kitchen will be clean. I will not have dirty dishes, okay? But anyway, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you Friday. So until then, be grateful, good grace, and God bless.